Trey,
Travis.
here we are. Episode
This
2.
is it. We're
Yep.
doing it.
Doing
God, I need a theme song.
it. Yeah, we need a little catchy intro with a little jingle. Get the AI robots on that real quick.
Oh, trust me, there is one. It's called Suno, and it will write it for us.
Oh my gosh.
Let me pull it up while we're doing the opener, and I may just create us one on the spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna dilly dally. We're gonna hop right into it. Thank you guys if you're joining us live for the second episode of Table Scraps: A Ramcrown Story. We left off on a pretty good cliffhanger, and so if you missed that in episode 1, go back and watch it. You can probably skip a good 15-20 minutes of me and Trey rambling at the beginning, and then get into the meat of it. But we are going to pick up where we left off. And let me kind of set the scene for that. Just go ahead and jump right into it here. So last episode, you had finished your princely duties, showing face at the Black Forge ceremony. A big special to do as children from all the loyal clans to the Ramcrown clan were offered up. Basically, they're trained for 100 years to be a special elite force, the right hand of the king, a tool he can use without having to go through paperwork or red tape that he would normally for, if he wanted to use the actual formal military or any other way. Like, this is his hand. He doesn't have to answer to anybody about it. He gets to do what he wants, and he sends them, and they do his will. The next generation is coming, and you were there to say a blessing over the 4 dwarven children, the infants, before they went into the deepest parts of the mountain to begin their 100 years of training. Afterwards, you went back to your room, eager to escape the formalities and awkward social interactions that you're not too fond of. You were escorted by your longtime nanny, caretaker, one of those words, Brenna. She escorted you to your room, made sure that you hung up your formal attire, or asked you to. What you did with it after she left, who knows? But got a good glass of something strong, cozied up to the fire in your favorite reading chair, and read yourself to sleep by the fire. Not a sponsor.
Tried to finish it before we got there, but oh well.
Yeah. As you dozed, you had a disturbing dream, nightmare. A familiar, eerie, dwarven face that you caught wind of at the ceremony followed you here in your mind. It kind of made you uneasy as you were perusing around at the party. But this really nasty looking dwarf that you weren't familiar with this slick back, greasy, thinning, balding hair. You could see the sores in his scalp where he just didn't seem like he maintained himself very well. Hygiene was not at the top of his list, and he had this very off-putting beard that just didn't seem natural. And also his skin just looked like ashy. It was just... He stood out. But at the same time, you feel like not really many people took notice to him. Be it by, all the free food and alcohol that was flowing around. This guy was not on anybody's radar. It could have been the presence of the king, that, his royalty's here. What could go wrong? But you took notice, and in your dreams, you had this sense of like paralyzed fear as this face came back to you, and he began to reach out with that crusty, well, his hand is short, fat, and he's got stubby fingers like a dwarf would have, but at the end were these rigid, jagged, unkempt nails that almost had like a hue of green to them, like they were just long due for cleaning, whatever's been under them, digging around in the earth like dwarves do. This guy did not take care of it, but he's reaching out. And as your heart's racing and you could feel just even in your sleep, the cold sweats as your heart's pounding and you're breathing heavy, and he's reaching out, and as he grabs your throat, you eyes just spring up awake, and you feel this warm, familiar hand over your mouth. And as you panic for a moment, your eyes meet Brenna's, and she says to you, "Hush, child. Don't say a word." What do you do?
Nothing. She told me not to talk. No. I kind of like sit up in my chair and kind of look around. Is anything immediately happening in my room?
Give me a perception roll.
Uh-oh.
All right. Sorry. Try it again. I refreshed it. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, it was close.
That was so close. I'm about to say, if we just start like setting off every episode with a nat 20, I'm like, hey, that works. But ironically, they'll all be perception rolls. Anyway,
Right.
That's 14.
It's just a flat 14.
Yep.
Looking around, Brenna's hand still on your mouth. Take in your surroundings. And one thing that immediately stands out is that your door's closed. Not only is it closed, it has been barred from the inside. There is a wooden beam that usually is propped up in the corner, never really used, but it's down and your door is secured. She says to you, "Not a word, and do as I say." And she slowly lifts her hand off your mouth. "Gather your things and do it quickly as if your beard depends on it."
Well, I'm thinking, Brenna doesn't normally use such strong language, so I'm going to give her just a silent nod, and I'm going to get up and immediately start gathering just my things. I put on trying to see what all I have. I put on my chainmail, and I grab my light hammer, battle axe, warhammer, my usual stuff. And then I basically just that's it. That's all I grab. And then I'm looking at her while I'm getting dressed, like, what's going on?
She, as you're gathering your things and donning your armor and gathering your weapons, she makes her way back to the door, removes very quietly while you're doing this, because it takes you a few minutes to put your armor on, and props up the bar up against the wall and just creaks the door. And as she does that and you're putting on your armor, you can hear shouting coming down the stone walls of the hall outside. Give me another perception roll. Right, a 10.
10.
You hear it's real echoey. You don't make out a lot of it, but you do hear something of the idea of, "They went that way. I don't know how many there were, but they went that way. Protect the Ramcrown name." And with that, she shuts the door again, and bars it. And she walks over to you and grabs your hands in hers. Says, "Listen, my sweet boy. I need you in this moment to think with your head and not with your heart." And as she says this, you can hear in her voice cracks a little bit, like she's struggling to get these words out. There's emotions and hurt built up in her chest. And you see tears start to form in her eyes, and one kind of just leaks out the side and trickles down her cheek. And it falls and it lands on the top of your hand as she's holding them. "Your father, and she can't even look you in the eye. As tears just at this point become a river down her face, and she's sobbing. He's been murdered." Is any response to this?
Take a deep breath and let it out. And then I grab my warhammer off my back and I say, "Then it's time for me to do what a king must do." And I start trying to push past her towards the door.
Okay, she is definitely going to try to hold you in your place. Are you going to fight her, or are you going to try to push her out of the way?
I'm gonna just keep moving towards the door, and she can try to physically hold me back, or if she interrupt, Hadhod's not beyond reason right now. He's just sort of like, well, this is it. This is what we got to do. So unless she can deter him with words, he's gonna physically keep moving.
Okay, give me. I'm gonna do not necessarily like a full-on grapple check, but she is gonna try to hold you. No, she's not.
No, hold on. Let me see how much I'm about to embarrass this old lady. A lot. That's a 22 athletics.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have anything to her strength. She is shaking at this point. Hadhod, and she kind of stumbles to her knee as you kind of push past her, going towards the door. Do not go out that door, young man. Listen to me. If you've got any respect and love for your Brenna, listen.
She says that, and at the moment I put my hand on the thing, I turn and I just look at her like, okay, I'm sort of giving her that expectant look, speak, but it better be a good one.
Listen, an enemy of, it's a lot. There's many in the halls of the Ramcrown right now.
That's typically how an attack works, Brenna. What's different?
You're it.
What?
You are it, Hadhod. You may, and she's just weeping. You may very well be the last Ramcrown alive right now, and I don't need you rushing out there.
Brenna, you're talking about an orchestrated attack of catastrophic proportions here. The Ramcrowns are not a small clan. To say I'm the last one doesn't make any sense. That would mean it would have to be inside information. That doesn't make sense.
You may be on to more than you know, child.
I'm not knowing much because you're stammering. Why can I not go out there and defend my home, of which I am now king?
Because those who you once called friends are now your enemy. And I don't know who we can trust and who we cannot. Certain clans have come together against the Ramcrown name and those who are loyal.
You're talking treason of the highest caliber. Are you saying that my family is being overthrown?
She walks up to you, grabs you by the hands again, and that Ramcrown, that crest, that ring that's on your finger, she just wiggles it off, hands it to you. I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to stay alive. And she puts it in your hand, closes your hand, and then walks over to the fireplace. Above the fireplace, you've got a mounted ram's head trophy. And she reaches up, takes one of the horns, and gives it a twist. And the fireplace shifts forward about a foot and then slides just enough for a dwarf to fit behind at an angle.
Would I know that this passage is here, or is this news to me?
This is news to you.
Oh. Well then.
I hope I'm blowing this out of proportion. But I know one thing for sure. That your father was murdered. I don't know the status of your mother, or any other kin of that matter. But I know that the castle's overrun with those who want to put your name in the ground to be forgotten for the rest of time. And if it is the last thing I do alive on this side of the realm, I am making sure that you stay alive until this is sorted. Because you are my boy. And she's like, and I really need you to go down this hall, and I'm going to shut this door behind you, and I'm going to make sure when they get here, because they will know nothing of your escape.
I kind of like look and I can hear the stuff going on. I'm sure it's even getting louder as we're talking.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her and I see the desperation, and I have never seen Brenna like this at all, ever, and that's including the time I, almost died, several times from my shenanigans. Yeah. So, seeing this, I look at her and like the fear is evident in Hadhod's face. Like he's never been in this situation before. For him to for Brenna to be this afraid and just out of her mind. I've never seen her lose her cool, so this is freaking me out. And for all of that. And so I sort of like clear my throat and I tried to basically put on bravado. And I'm like, well, from a tactical standpoint, going around would be better, so that I can assess the situation and, ascertain what I need to do next. So I'm going to do this, for tactical reasons. And then I start moving towards the other one. Like I'm very visibly upset as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you move towards the door, as you move towards the fireplace, you hear the door behind you that's barred shake as if somebody's trying to open it. Mm-hmm. And then there's a banging. And you just kind of hear this deep, sounds dwarvish, but there's just kind of like a growl, like a guttural, like kind of noise to it. And he's like, I think he's in here. I think this is the room.
Do I recognize that voice?
Give me a history check. No.
Nope.
No. You that in the heat of the moment with emotions rising, you do not recognize what or who would make that type of noise or would have a voice that sounds like that. But you do know. You do know that they are trying to get into this room now. You have moments It's like,
Yeah, I immediately move through, and on my way past, I like grab Brenna's hand and give it one good squeeze, and then I head into the passage.
okay. She
And I
looks at
don't
you.
look back as it closes.
Okay. Give me before you, as you're squeezing through, give me a perception roll.
6.
Okay. Brenna hands you a pouch. It's like, you may need this just in case. And then kind of puts her hand.
I put the pouch in one pocket and I put that ring in another pocket.
Don't wear that ring outside these walls. Not until this mess is settled. You are not a Ramcrown out there. Trust no one. And she pulls the horn and kind of gives you a little shove. And as she shoves you, you feel like a little tug on your chest plate. Are you wearing chainmail and then just like cloth clothes over that, or what's?
Pretty much just regular chainmail with some. I mean, they're nice clothes, but they're just normal.
You're not
clothing.
wearing like plate or anything.
No,
Okay,
not at level 1.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So she, grabs your shirt and just kind of pushes you the rest of the way and pulls that horn or adjusts it to where it's the proper place. And you just hear the heavy stone gears hidden within the walls. And it slides into place. Your eyes take a second to adjust because there's zero light, but your dark vision kicks in. And before you is a stairwell that goes down 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 feet, pretty far down. Thank you guys for hanging out and chat with us. See y'all. If you're liking the video, give it a little like. And if you're definitely not subscribed, do that. We appreciate you.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
But yes, I'm going down the stairwell.
Okay, so you're going to head down the stairs. So
yeah, I mean, it's going down and it's no other way to go.
Yeah. So you find yourself very cramped. This stairwell was not built for comfort. It was built for hidden, secret, safety, escaping. And as you descend down the stairwell, you come to the landing, which is a hallway that proceeds forward. Maybe good 40, 50 feet. At the end of it, though, you do see a little trickle of light coming from somewhere. Can't make it out from this end of the hallway, but you would press on?
I mean, no, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
if there's no deviation, I'm going to the next logical thing.
Okay, this D&D. I got to know what you want to do.
I mean, that's fair. I make camp and take a long rest.
Hey, all right. So you
No, but I keep moving towards the light and hope I'm not dead.
Okay. As you pace down the hallway, as you get closer to whatever is putting off this light source, you begin to hear echoings of chaos coming from somewhere, bouncing off the walls. Familiar shouts of guards trying to figure out what's going on. more of those low, growly voices shouting. You hear metal clanging, people screaming in pain, even voices that you can clearly tell are not guards. Women, maybe children. There's fear. And as you get closer to the end of the hallway, you find two paths. A right and a left. It's a T. And to your left, you can see the light source. What looks like to be maybe right above your head, so just a little higher, is a slit, an opening, maybe wherever this path travels under. This would be like a runoff of maybe water or who knows, but it's kind of a vent almost to allow airflow into this lower hidden passage. So that's where the light's coming from, and the noise, because this vent's just it's like a little slit. It's open, so it's a little bit above your head there, but you can. It's very loud now. All the shouting and the stuff happening above you. So that's to the left. The left goes down, and every, I'd say 10, 20 feet, there's a little slit. To the right, though, is an old wooden door, maybe just 5-10 feet in front of you.
A door. I go up to the door. Is it unlocked?
You gonna jiggle the handle?
Yeah, I'm just gonna not obvious, but I'm just sort of like checking to see if it gives way.
It is locked.
I don't have anything for that. That will not draw a lot of attention to me. I
have a hammer.
Yeah, I'm about to say my thieves' tools is a hammer. If it's locked, I can't draw more attention to myself, so I guess I'm gonna go back the other way and just see how far that takes me, and I'm gonna check those light sources and kind of peek through and see if I can ascertain any information as I'm moving.
Okay, so you're gonna try to peek through one of the slits, the vents there that go out to the upper area. Okay, give me. We're gonna do 2 rolls. Give me a strength check and a perception roll.
All right, we'll do the strength first. Is that 16? Because it's reversed. Okay, yeah. So that's a dirty 20 for the strength.
Okay.
And you said perception?
Yeah. And a 13.
That is a 13. So dirty 20 and a 13.
Okay. So you find a footing, because it is above you. And the stonework, not as smooth and detailed as all the great halls in the Ramcrest, above you, but in these hidden, it's rough. You're able to get a footing on a loose stone, maybe one that's jutting out a little further than the rest, and hoist yourself up, pull yourself up to that opening. And as you peer in this hole, maybe 1 inch, 2 inch tall, 6 inches long, very tiny slit. Yeah, just like that. You're looking, and what you see in front of you, a couple of guards run by.
Are they our guards? Are they wearing our regalia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ramcrown's guard. They're running down the hallway, and from the other side, you can see 2 dwarves They look a little weird. Give me a history check again, Trey.
I'll get one of these eventually. It's this one. It's this one that I get. Who are these jerks?
So, yes. Okay. With that, I'm going to spill some beans here. You see two Draugr come around the corner.
Excuse me? In my house?
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you pronounce it? Is it Duergar or whatever, or Draugr? Or
I say Duergar.
Duergar. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with
Draugr
that.
are the undead things from Skyrim.
That's right. So the Duergar, not undead, but
Right,
these
but
two
underdwarves. They're gross.
They are gross.
Ugh.
Very much like the dwarf that haunted your nightmare, which seems not very long ago. You see two very similar, not the same person, not the same Duergar, but two come around the corner, dressed in leather armor, holding crude-looking blades. One's got a two-handed hammer that it looks like he's taken some kind of crystal and animal hide and wrapped around the end of it to give it a point. Very thrown together. And as the two guards and the two Duergar meet, the first guard leaps into action and just takes a jab with his, we'll say a sword, just with his blade to go after, misses. Duergar sidesteps him, grabs him by the arm, and takes a dagger and just comes right into the gut. This time a third guard comes around. Duergar drops the first guard that is now dead onto the floor. And the second guard that was with him turns and faces the third guard, is like, "I've got him," talking to the guard, and throws him off for a moment, and he doesn't see the guard impale the other guard. He was not seeing it coming. Third guard drops to the ground. So now stand the two Duergar and the one guard left, and he takes off his helmet and he gives a salute to the Duergar and is like, "All right, brothers, let's press on. We've got more to kill." And they rush off down the hall.
Just to be clear, that dwarf, that guard that just betrayed the other guard, that was not a Duergar, right?
Correct.
Ugh, filthy traitors. Okay. I'm just sort of like, I step back from the hole and I'm just sort of like reeling, like, what did I just witness? What the heck was that, I'm assuming I don't know this, just run-of-the-mill guard, and I'm just sort of like, I'm trying to remember his face, because after this is over, oh, buddy, the reality has not really sunk in to Hadhod yet. He still thinks he's going to go up there and, straighten all this nonsense out. But then I guess if there's nothing else to see, I keep moving.
Okay. As you lower yourself down from that vent, you hear a familiar sound echo down the hall from which you've came. It's the sound of your fireplace and the gears moving. Somebody's opening up this passageway from, where you came.
Yeah. Does this left turn that I've gone, does it keep going further down?
It goes further down, and then maybe another good 50, 60 feet, and then it takes a hard right.
I keep following it. I just got to get away. I gotta move. I'm dragging beard, and it's not good.
Okay. Let's see. Thank you guys again for joining us in chat. All you lurkers, hey Keith, how are you? Okay, yeah. So the passage continues down. It's just another straightaway. And still the same, the vents. You continue down this hallway, and you have stairs that go up, and then you have another door to your right. So basically, at the foot of these stairs that you're staring up at, you can go up the stairs, or to your immediate right, there's another door.
Gotcha. Is that door locked?
If you jiggle
Jiggle
the handle,
handle. Yeah, jiggle handle.
It is not locked.
Okay, this one I try to stealthily like open and peek in because I don't want to rush into anything unprepared.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
It'll be interesting. Oh, I have to roll twice and take a disadvantage. So it's either 10 or... So that's 11 total.
Okay. This is interesting rolling the die here on the screen because you can see what I roll.
I'm only half paying attention if that helps.
Okay, yeah. You push the door open very slowly. If anybody's in this room, they heard that squeak. But luckily, as you open the door, there's nobody in here. But you do see in the center of this, it's not a very big room. There is a statue. And all around are different plants that would be native to this underground habitat. So more like mushrooms and hanging moss and stuff really that just needs moisture more than anything. Because as you make your way into this room, you see a natural crack in the ceiling, in the rock formation, where a little tiny stream just kind of trickles down the wall and coats the wall with water and just like life. Basically, everything kind of radiates from this point, and it trickles down into like a cistern, like this just big pool of water in this very ornate, carved out rock bowl there. What would you like?
And what
to
does
do?
the statue look like?
It is, and I might need your help a little bit on this, Trey, but what is the name of the deity that you serve?
Morden.
Morden. I'm not sure visually what Morden would look like, but you knowing...
Like if Odin was a dwarf.
Okay. Well, this is what you're greeted with. You're greeted with a statue of Odin, right? Odin, is that what I said?
Moradin.
Moradin. Okay. Moradin. There. And he's got a very heroic pose. He's got his hammer up in the air, if that's his default weapon of choice or whatever it is.
Well, it would be, just for flavor reasons, it would be a hammer, but it would be more like a forging hammer because he's like all about creation and stuff like that.
Okay.
So creation motif typically.
Oh, there you go. That's what you see. And then okay. Yeah, go ahead. That's the statue,
Yeah. And he's in this pool of water in the middle, or
he's in the middle of the room. The cistern is more on the back wall opposite of the door you came in.
Gotcha. And this door is the only way in or out?
Correct.
I don't have a lot of time, so I do want to look around, like do like an investigation, just try to if there's anything significant in this room, or do I just find what you have described to me?
I just described the surface level stuff. So if you want to do an investigation roll, absolutely, we can do that. Nice. 15 plus
16.
anything? Okay.
16.
Is there anything you want to focus on, or you just kind of like doing a pretty good thorough?
I'm just doing like a check if there's anything significant that would catch my eye. I'm not like checking for secret passageways or anything like that. I'm just looking if there's anything obvious or, that would happen more than a passive perception.
Right. Yeah. So with that overall, you can tell that this room is used frequently. Like, these plants wouldn't be able to survive without someone coming here and watering them. So that kind of, raises a little flag in your head, but you don't have enough time to kind of dwell on it in the moment. But like, somebody's been here. This is a used room. Kind of taking in the statue, though, at the foot of the statue, so it's on a base, maybe like a foot high, you do see what looks like a shelf, just like a little indent there, and the plants are kind of grown over the base all around, but at the foot of the base you do see an opening down there, like a little cubby almost built into the base of this statue.
I reach into my pocket and get out that pouch Brenna gave me. What is inside this pouch?
Okay, opening it up, you find one healing potion.
Oh, that's nice. That being said, there's nothing else in the pouch. It was just a healing potion?
Nothing in the pouch. Yeah, just the healing potion.
All right, cool.
In a nice pouch.
Gotcha. Yeah. I will add that to inventory later. I take my hammer and try to insert my hammer into the opening.
I would probably say it's not wide enough.
Gotcha.
For your hammer to fit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's only several inches tall. It's probably like this wide, probably like this tall.
I try to get down and see in it. Do I see anything, or how far back does it go, or anything like that?
Yeah. No, if you get down there and look, you see right above the opening is a little Ramcrown crest carved into the base of this. It's probably like this big.
Okay.
And then underneath it, you see a book in the cubby.
I reach in and pull the book out.
Okay. It is a very, very nice book. It's some sort of, and this is just me using real world examples. It would look like what you would see, maybe like a crocodile skin, some kind of reptile, but more scaly. There's something there. You haven't seen a book made out of this type of material before, but there is, coming underneath and over, a metal clasp that holds it shut.
Sorry, I was distracted by a funny thing in chat. So
That's all.
It said, "Big three, my lord." But anyway, I try to just unclasp it. Well, hold on. I kind of see. Now I'm torn because I'm like, Hadhod is naturally inquisitive and wants to know about all this, but he's wasting time, So I think what he's gonna do is gonna be like, and then he's about to open it and look at this, but then he's like, "You're in danger, you idiot!" And he throws it in his pack, and then goes back out and starts heading up the stairwell.
Okay. Before you you open the door.
See, reading will kill you, everybody. Don't do it.
The room was a distraction. No. Before you open the door, you do hear footsteps that are very close. You feel like if you were to open this door, whoever is out there would probably see you. So,
can I close the door and lock it from the inside?
You don't have a key to do that?
Yeah, fair enough. That's fine. I was just curious.
We don't have like the little chain latch,
Right, yeah. It's not just a deadbolt,
right.
Yeah. So yeah, well, and there was no other way out of this room. If I stay, I am definitely trapped. I guess I'm gonna risk it. Like, I know right outside this door is the stairwell, so I'm just gonna fling it open and run. Like, just get it up those stairs, because I don't have any other choice. It's either that or fight, and I don't know what I'm fighting.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're just gonna fling it open and run?
Just bolt as fast as my dwarf legs will carry me.
You pull open the door because it swings from the inside, whatever. But pull open the door and just dart out and try to immediately take that right to go up the stairs. As you do, give me a perception roll. 9. Okay. Yeah, you just kind of, Grit is like, and just run and swing right real quick. And probably a good 10 feet up the stairs, you see a Duergar staring down at you.
Well, here we are. All right.
Oh, what do we have here? Just who we were looking for.
He's saying this in normal Dwarvish? Or is he speaking like under Dwarvish? I hate to be that guy.
No, that makes sense. Okay, so then a Dwarvish and Undercommon.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine if it's just straight up Dwarvish, he just has like an accent.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna say he says it Dwarvish.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what exactly did he say?
Just who we've been looking for.
I just keep going up the stairs, and I basically just get up to him. I'm like, thank Morden you're here. They went that way. And then I like cold cock him in the face and try to keep her. I'm basically going to be like, they're down the stairs. And then try to toss him down the stairs and run past him.
Okay. Give me.
Here we go.
Give me a deception roll.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Come on, I need this. 12?
Hold on. Let me see. Okay, deception. That will be straight D20. No. Yeah. So he's anyway. You don't catch him by surprise, but you could still try to roll to hit him if you want to punch him.
Yeah, I really just want to like punch him right in the teeth and try to shove him down the stairs. Okay. So that's an unarmed strike. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Ramcrown, let's go. So this brings up a good question for mechanics.
Yes.
When we crit on a attack, how do you want to do this? Because there's a couple of ways we could go about it.
Okay. Normally, I can't say normally because I've gone back and forth between either you just double the amount of dice you roll or you roll it and double the total. I think I like rolling more dice. That just seems fun. Do you have a preference?
What I do on my tables is it's max damage, roll again.
Oh snap!
Yeah, that's what I do. You do a round of max damage, and then you just roll again and tack it on top. But here's the thing: I'm just punching him, so I don't roll for damage. It's just 5. It's just straight up 5 damage. So
is that 5 normally, or is that 5 because it's doubled?
No, it's 5 normally.
So it'd be 10 damage.
I don't know what to. Yeah, like if we doubled it, it would just be 10 damage to this Durgar's face. I'm gonna let you mull it over with the thing. I gotta go help my daughter real quick.
No, you're good. Yep, you're good. Which I don't. All right, we're gonna take a little intermission here. I don't want to. Oh my god, it's hilarious. I don't want to give away the result without him here, but I'm gonna take this time just to say thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for the participation in chat. Thanks for top fans. Keith, right now you're sitting at number 1. Yama Hayes is number 2, and I didn't count Mitchell Price is number 3. That's right. Oh my goodness. But thank you guys. We're having so much fun doing this. And as a DM, I'm learning a lot and how different it is DMing for one person. I've always wanted to do it. I told Trey last time after the session, let's say I write like 2 pages of notes for a group of 6 people. That can probably get me through like 2 or 3 sessions. Maybe even 4, depending on how much dilly-dallying the group does and how much squirrel chasing and whatever. I write 2 pages of notes. I'm good to have like 30 minutes worth of content for one person because there's no dilly-dallying. It's just like straight up story.
We are dallying, no dillies.
No. All right, you ready, sir?
Yes. What happened?
All right. Is this the first one-person DM? Not the first ever, but it's first for us.
Yes, this is uncharted territory for the beards.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a blast. So you rush up the stairs and you're just like, they went that way down this thing. And he's like, oh, and he's like excited for you to come. And you do like a little quick, like, break the knees. And he's like, oh, and he throws him off for just a second where you're able just to go like, I'm going to say with a crit, man, you get a left and a right in there. It's like, bah, bah. And he just grabs his face. And let me see. I'm going to, with a crit, I'm going to do a dexterity save. Let's see. Oh,
come on. Okay.
You got the double damage, but he doesn't fall down the stairs. So he grabs his face. He's like, and he puts a hand out against the stairwell wall and prevents you from moving forward. And as you smacked him, you hear a chuckle behind you. And as you look behind, there's a second Huagar at the base of the stairs. He's like, oh, he got you good, man. And as he begins to ascend from the bottom, so you're kind of sandwiched in the stairwell right now, what do you want to do? I would never do art limits.
For the record, I do have shove mechanics. He succeeded because he hit a nat 20, but in order to be shoved, you have to make a strength or dex save. You get to choose, and it's 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my strength. So that is 8, 9, 10, 14 is the shove DC for future reference.
14.
If he's reeling from the punch and everything and didn't go down the stairs like I wanted to, I'm just gonna draw the hammer and just follow through with a bop. Still trying to just shove him down the stairs and make him be hurt down there.
All right, so you hit the guy you've already punched?
Yes.
Okay, well, roll me to hit on that.
This is weird because I kept waiting for initiative. I'm like, there is none.
Right.
It's like I go,
we can
you
role
go.
play this out, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's a 22.
No, that's definitely going to hit.
Okay. And here comes the damage. Different dice shape.
Whoop whoop.
That's 11 points of damage to his under dwarven face.
Are you hitting him in the face again?
Yeah, I'm just going to try to hit him and shove him down the stairs.
Okay, so for your shove, is that an action if you want to shove for real, or
Let me see. Let me double check.
also your weapons have new weapon properties? So look at those.
Well, yeah. All right, so it just says, never mind. I'm not shoving him because that is a part of an unarmed strike. So I did that when I punched him, but not with the hammer. The hammer does a push. If you hit a creature with Warhammer, you can push the creature up to 10 feet straight away from you if it's large or smaller. So I just shove him straight down the steps.
Okay, so that's with your Warhammer, correct?
Yes.
The push, yeah. Yeah, if you hit a creature with Warhammer, you can push the creature up to 10 feet straight away from you if it's large or smaller. So since he's above you in a stairwell, what I'm going to do is, and this takes me back to the old Ninja Turtle games on the NES, you're going to come in with like this uppercut. Is the Warhammer's one-handed?
It can be both. I was assuming you're doing
That's right.
two.
It's versatile, yeah. So you're going to two-handed straight up under the jaw and just continue over your head and throw him over your shoulder down, and he's just going to 10 feet down the stairs. So now you've got two behind you. As you turn around to kind of watch him fall, you see a third figure come up behind those two. And very silently, she jumps up, puts a foot behind the kneecap of one, making him go down on one knee, and in the same motion grabs him by the hair and takes a dagger and just slits his throat. And he falls to the ground.
Oh, ally.
As you see Brenna.
Yeah.
Hadha, dear. Not Brenna, sorry, Frida. It's Frida, sorry.
I was about to say, what?
Yeah, no. Brenna's, maybe in her day, but not this day.
Yeah, that's why I was a little shocked. I was like, what?
Yes, Frida with her big, massive red hair, letting her chainmail show proudly there, more dressed as if she were sparring, in a class with you or something, as you guys would used to do. But she's got her dagger and a hammer by her side, and she's like, Hadhad, I was looking everywhere for you. Where are we?
Well, Freda, we're escaping. Kill that one and catch up, and I leave.
Oh, okay. And she just...
I'm not buying this BS. I'm not.
And she reaches down, and as the guy's just his face is smashed in pretty much. He's bleeding everywhere. Teeth are pretty much gone. She finishes the job.
He got hit by 3 hammers.
I mean, you took him down. He only had 2 hit points left. So
okay.
She between the crit punches and the hammer and the stair, she easily finishes the job, stands back up. It's like, right, I'm right behind you. And she, follows you up the stairs.
I keep going. I'm suspicious is all I'm gonna say at this juncture. And I just keep going because I gotta keep moving.
Right. Well, at the top of the stairs, you find yourself in a room, not a hallway. This one is somewhat lit. There's a couple of torches hanging on the wall. And it's furnished, but very minimal. And there's a table, maybe more like a writing desk. And there's a door to your left. The writing desk would be on the right-hand side. And there's another door straight ahead. What would you like to do?
Just a cursory glance over the writing desk. Is there anything on it?
Yeah, there's papers on top.
I point to the door to my left and say, check that door, make sure it's secure, or if it's open, let me know. And I go over to the desk and I look at what's on it.
Okay. Yeah. So Frida was like, oh, yes. Kind of taken aback of you just like barking out a command to her. Just like, Head Hot? the very...
the king, get on board. Let's go.
and she goes over to the door. And as she's messing with that, you kind of glance over the papers real quick, and you see a familiar handwriting.
How familiar?
It's your mother's handwriting.
What does it say?
If you want to take the time to investigate it, we can do that.
I do.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
Hello?
Let me refresh.
Give me a refresh.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Try one more time.
Huh.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, so close.
Yeah. So with that, it's +1, so 15.
Okay. Well, it is indeed your mother's handwriting, and we'll have to find out what it says on the next episode. We've hit our limit.
Yep.
But
okay.
That had a lot of turns that were not in my notes, but
yeah.
I have noted enough that I know that I can just kind of roll with whatever was going to happen down here.
Yeah. So I just got to ask, you know, DM to DM, was the second door being open the first door that I should have gone into? Yeah. I was wondering, I was like, this one's open, you said? Yeah, okay, fair enough. I was like, I bet you Travis didn't venture me going, it's locked, better move on. Oh man, that's great. I was wondering.
Yeah, not only was it locked, but it was trapped, and it was like, you know what? What's in there is more important than him not getting it. So
yeah. I was like, I don't have any thieves' tools, and I'm trying to be like in the brain of the character.
No,
like,
absolutely.
You know, had Hodge straight up would have been like, if I bang this thing down, someone's gonna hear it, and I don't have thieves' tools.
Yeah. Oh, they
I'm out of
definitely
here. You know,
would have. Yeah. Don't call me out on stream.
I'm sorry. We're just, gotta get behind the DM screen a little bit. But no, that just goes to show you that's what you got to do. Like, if there's something there and your characters don't go for it,
as a player, you only recognize that because you DM all the time.
Exactly. That's the only reason.
As a player, it's like, man, there's some really cool stuff in this door. I really wonder what was in the locked one back there. Must be even cooler.
Exactly. the mystery is there.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
But no, I thought that was good.
Yeah. Episode 2. Thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thanks for everybody hanging out in chat. You guys are awesome. I'm still working on some ways you guys can interact. I have some ideas, but just story-wise, we hadn't quite got to that point yet. But thank you guys. Make sure you're liking the videos, subscribing. Go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm going to start uploading some shorts from clips and stuff from here, some highlights. It'll be real fun to watch and share. But anyway, that's it. I'm out. I got to go pick up my girls from church. And yeah, anything, Trey?
No.
All right. Well, as of right now, same great time, same great place for next week. And if anything changes, we'll let you guys know.
God bless y'all. We'll see you later.